Welcome to the Food Fight on 1130, a Ben Franklin-inspired culinary battle in the heart of the Cumberland Valley. Franklin County has lots of wonderful food, and Food Fight is our way of sharing the flavor. All season, we'll be traveling in and around routes 11 and 30, and throughout Franklin County to find the best food. Now let me introduce you to our foodies, Scott Hershberger and Jeff Lambert, two accomplished eaters of Franklin County. Let's see what they have in store for us this month.
Good morning. Here we are at the Butcher Shoppe in Chambersburg on Stauffer Avenue, going to get a little education in the world of making pumpkin whoopie pies. It's October, so what better time to start talking about pumpkins and whoopie pies than right now? I have with me this morning Cicely, who is the tasting manager and the manager of special events here at the Butcher Shoppe. And over here on my right, I have Laura, who is the bakery manager and who's going to walk us through this fabulous pumpkin whoopie pie. Now, where do we begin, Laura? What happens first?
We put our ingredients in the mixer,
Okay.
sugar.
So we got to make the actual base to the whoopie pie to get us started. Okay,
Sugar,
so
oil, pumpkin, and eggs, vanilla, soda, and then we add the flour.
okay.
Water is added, and our spices.
Okay, and so that's the kind of the little secret sauce to it all. And that
Right.
gets all then, but eventually
Mixed up.
when it's all mixed up, this is
we
what it
have
looks like. That's
the
the batter
batter.
for the cake part of the whoopie pie.
Yes.
Okay, and then that gets spooned out, I guess, onto a
Bring
pan.
that onto a pan.
Ooh, nice texture to that. Would I get in trouble if I stuck my thumb in there? This
I
has
guess-
raw egg in it, right? Which you're never
Yes,
supposed
it
to.
does.
So kids don't do this at home.
You just can't stick your finger back in the bowl.
Yeah, now I can't
Right.
stand. That's correct.
Let
But
me dip these
that
on
is
the
very
tray.
tasty. Okay. Oh wow, you got the hand. You've done this before. I
Right.
can tell. You've got consistency is the key to all food, and you've got consistent pie bases there. How many whoopie pies could you possibly sell here in a day?
Possibly 60 to 75.
60 to 70 whoopie pies. Wow, that's a lot of whoopie pies. Okay, so you filled up a sheet pan, and then that is something that would go into the oven. Okay, so this is how they're gonna look when they come out of the oven. Okay, beautiful. And then they gotta get filled. Now, what do we put in? What's the filling consist of? That's an icing of some sort,
This
huh?
is cream cheese icing.
Cream cheese icing. Now, is that the kind of icing that could potentially go on top of a cake of some sort? Or
Yes.
is that, okay,
It
that's
also
kind of,
goes on our cake.
Okay.
Some of our cakes.
okay. And so that gets ladled up, scooped in. Ooh, man, doesn't that look like tasty? Now, if I wish I had a finger free to dip into that, because that does look tasty. In fact, I didn't dip in the other one, like this one.
And then they are
Yum, yum. Oh, man, I could eat that for lunch almost. Okay, then they get squished on top. Oh, man, yummy.
We also put white icing in.
White, okay, so there's actually two varieties of pumpkin whoopie pies
Yes.
you could put, and this is the cream
cheese.
and then there's white icing.
Yes.
Okay, which one is the more popular seller of the two, would you say?
The cream cheese.
Cream cheese by far. Okay, all right.
And I have an extra one.
Oh, you extra one. Well, I might have to eat a little piece of that one then, for heaven's sakes. Here, Cicely can have some too. Here, yeah, here. Oh, yummy. Oh, man. I'm going to make my own little whoopie pie. Here, make another one of these. Put some icing on top of that one. Yummy. again. I'm gonna make a mess all over
There
the
you
floor.
go.
I can see this already. Thank you, Laura.
No problem.
Okay, so then that gets wrapped and then goes on the shelf, and happy Butcher Shoppe customers can come in and pick those up, and they run for what, about $1.50, $1.25, something like that. $1.25. Wow, what a deal! This you could almost make lunch out of this.
And they are
if you
huge.
wanted. And they are. Yeah, this is a lot of food. Okay, delicious. Okay, so we'll be excited to see the Butcher Shoppe and the Pumpkin Whoopie Pies over at the food fight that's going to take place. We're going to have a little competition and get the Mason-Dixon roller vixens, who are going to be the panelists for the fight. We're going to get their input and see how much they like pumpkin whoopie pies and see if they like them as much as I do. Beautiful. Well, thanks so much, Laura, and
welcome.
thanks, Cicely, for your help, and everybody here in the Butcher Shoppe bakery. It smells delicious here. I wish everybody could smell how good it smells here.
I'm Scott Hershberger here today at Sunnyway Foods in Chambersburg. We're going to be talking with Cindy, who's the bakery manager here. She's going to show us how to make pumpkin whoopie pie. So I see we've got the cakes here laid out. She's going to walk us through what happens next.
Okay, well, then we put our filling in, which these are going to have cream cheese filling.
Ooh, best part.
Yeah. We make that here ourselves. Put so much in a bag that you feel comfortable with.
Okay, and you said it's all here made here at
Yes.
Sunnyway? Oh, great.
We mix it up ourselves, and then you just put some around the edge, you know, a decent amount.
You go enough that, you know, you really get in there, but not too much where you can't close the
and then
sides
you just
together.
put the other piece on top, and then I just put it over there for Margaret.
Okay, and then Margaret here is going to be, she packages them up, and you said it's all made right here at Sunnyway.
Right,
and then
we make up the batter ourselves for the whoopie pie, and we bake it here, and then make our icing also.
Okay, now obviously the cakes here were already made today. You want to talk a little bit about what goes into the cake batter? I guess there's pumpkin flavoring since it is a pumpkin whoopie pie. Just the process of actually baking these cakes we're seeing.
Okay, we take spices and oil, cake flour, and then of course the pumpkin pie batter.
Yeah, it
and
smells
then,
a lot like a pumpkin pie.
Yes, and then we just mix it all up, and it bakes for around 15 minutes in the oven, and then we bake them on big trays, and then we just finish them off like this as we need them.
So they come out in the oven in these like cookie cake type shapes, and then you've got them all ready to make into whoopie pies.
When we make the actual cake, we use a bag similar to this, only it's a larger one, to squeeze the batter out onto a pan, and then they bake into this shape.
Okay, kind of rise up a little bit. It's kind of in a cookie shape, but obviously a little thicker, a little more cake type filling. And the cream cheese filling is made here as well?
Yes.
Oh, okay. And that's kind of important, I guess. Cream cheese is what you kind of associate with a lot of different types of cakes. I know red velvet, pumpkin, it's just a special type of flavor. I know it's very popular.
We do make some also with our own store-made, just like cake icing, the white icing with, just sugar and shortening. We do make some, with that in also. Cream cheese seems to be the, the favorite of the customers.
Like the
So that's chose that time today. But,
okay. About how often do you bake new cakes here at Sunnyway?
Oh, in this season, like as soon as fall season starts, everybody wants them. So we're probably making them like at least a great big batch. It makes a lot. At least once a week, a large
I can imagine.
batch.
This is the fall season. That's one of the favorite times of year for a lot of people, especially here in Franklin County. And pumpkin seasoning is just a pumpkin pies, pumpkin flavorings.
And this is one of the first things. When the fall season, one of the first things we start to make is pumpkin whoopie pies because everybody is waiting for them.
That's great. And people appreciate things that are made right here. They're not importing from all over. You're making it fresh here in the bakery and selling it.
Right.
So as you said, Margaret's over here putting everything right into the wrappers. You can see some of the final products, and you stamp it Sunnyway recipe. Let people know, hey, this is
anything
fresh
that we make right here in our store from scratch, we put the Sunnyway recipe on it. And then also the flavor, and to let them know that there's cream cheese and icing all, inside.
And you said you do sell some that aren't cream cheese, so maybe obviously they wouldn't get that stamp. Lets people know, hey, if you're not into cream cheese, we can also just do a regular.
Right.
So again, with the icing, you said you don't want to. The key is to get just the right amount. I guess that's something that you have to kind of measure out. if you know, I have this problem when I build, you know, tacos or something. You try to put too much in it, then you
And
can't
it just
close the
squeezes
shell.
all out the side.
Yeah,
Yeah.
And you've got you know, the perfect mixture right there, and it looks like we're going to have a number of about a dozen or so when we're completed here today. Anything else you want to tell us about the, you know, Sunnyway baking process at the Pumpkin Whoopie Pies?
It's just, you know, it's not a relatively hard item to make, you know, but it does take some time because we do make it all here ourselves, and it is one of our better sellers, you know, especially in this fall season, you know, and everybody should come in and try some of them.
Okay, well, it sounds great. It said it's perfect for the fall season, and we're looking forward to having these represented at the food fight on 11:30.
Okay.
I'm here, you know, hoping the Sunnyway can be what the judges prefer, and I appreciate your time here today.
Okay, well, thank you.
All right, thank you.
Well, here we are at the Orchards, the home of the food fight on 11:30's monthly judging competition. Tonight, Jeff has brought us pumpkin whoopie pies from the Butcher Shoppe, and Scott has brought us his pumpkin whoopie pies from Sunnyway. Oh, I hear they're both mighty pumpkin-y, and they're mighty tasty too, and I'm excited to try them for myself. But before we do, let's meet tonight's panel of judges. We have the mighty Isis, Man Skatermount, Madam Instigator, who starts everything. Next to her is Hairball. And bringing up the path, Luna Kitty. All these are from the Mason-Dixon Roller Vixens. And we thank them very, very much for helping us tonight with Food Fight on 11:30. Now, as always, we'll be judging on appearance, taste, texture, and aroma, and so will you. Please wait until the judges have a pie, and then you're free to start tasting, judging, and formulating your opinion. Whoopee! All right, Luna Kitty, the food is in front of you. You're up first, so take a bite and see what you think.
Okay, I'm excited. It smells really, really good.
All right. Here it is, the first bite. Now she carefully chews it. She's tasting it. You like it?
No. I love it. It's delicious.
Oh, I'm so glad to hear that. Okay, Hairball, you're next. See how you like this wonderful whoopie pie. It sure looks good. What do you think?
Looks really good.
Good. Take a big bite and report to the audience.
Yeah, I really like it. It's not too sweet. It's really, you can definitely taste the pumpkin. The cream filling is really, really good.
Well, maybe you and all the ladies can share a couple of these. That would be good.
All mine.
All right, Madame Instigator. That means you start everything, doesn't it?
Yes, it does.
All right, then it's time for you to start eating. In front of you is a magnificent whoopie pie, and she opened that magnificent mouth, and there it goes. She's chewing on the first bite. She's smiling and chewing. Does she like it? She just licked her lips. I think she likes it. There's another lick. Hey, come back here, Madame.
I think I'm going to buy 2 dozen, give them to the other team so that they're just going to sit on the sidelines and forfeit the game so that they can just sit and munch.
Oh, what a good idea.
Oh, yes.
Madman, go at it like you're a real madman.
Yes, sir, Ben.
Have a bite. Tell us what you think.
Part of mine's so juicy it's stuck to the plate.
Oh my.
Oh my God. There is like a pumpkin zing to it. I think some cinnamon, but I'm not completely sure.
Okay, now we have the goddess of the roller rink, the mighty Isis. You look like you could wrestle that Isis right down to the sand. I think maybe you could.
It's good.
It's good?
Yes. You don't have that funny taste, that pumpkin taste, and the cream cheese filling.
You really like that?
It gives me mighty powers.
I'm a great fan of sweet things. That is good. One finger, two finger, three finger. Good stuff. Go ahead and take a bite, see what you think. I bet you guys. Oh, she smiled.
When it comes to the icing, it's like, it's sweet, but has a bite to it.
There's a bite to it?
Yeah.
Really?
Like, can't figure out what the taste is.
Okay. Well, now we come to Madman Skater Mouth. Both to taste it and to tell us how you like it.
This seems more solid than the other one. There's not as much icing in this one, but there's... I don't know that you notice it that much because it's got a real balanced taste to it.
All right, Madam Instigator, let's start something. I'd suggest we start eating and see what you think of this whoopie pie. Oh, what a big mouth. I didn't know that before. That's good. No wonder she's an instigator.
Oh yeah. This one is very comforting. Like, this is the comfort food when you've had a bad day. Like, this is what that one's
Comfort food, all right.
Oh yeah.
Good.
The tummy is definitely liking me right now.
Yeah.
I could do this one on a daily basis. This is something I would keep in the shop and just nibble
On
on
a
all
daily
day.
basis?
Oh yes.
Oh, all right. Very good.
I like the spices in this one. Like, the other one was more sweet and just kind of fluffy, whereas this one is a little bit more solid, a little bit more dense, a little bit more comforting.
Yeah.
So I like it.
Comfort food. That's good. I'm glad to hear about that. The one, the only, Hairball. Hairball? Have a bite.
Thought you'd never ask.
There he goes.
It seems to hold together a little better. Feel like I won't be picking little crumbs up later on. I like the flavor. I like the other one too, but I like them both. I'm gonna have a hard time picking.
And now the fabulous Luna Kitty.
Okay. It's going to be a very hard decision, trying to figure out which one really is
I'm sure it will.
the best one, because they're both delicious.
That's a solid one. Yeah, that's good. It's not as sweet as the other one was. But it's very tasty. Well, I'm going to pass out your ballots now, and remember, we're judging for appearance, texture, taste, and aroma. And the system is very simple. It's a very happy face, or a neutral face, or an unhappy face, or a very unhappy face. And once you have judged, please return your ballots to the envelope they came in, seal it up, and give it back. Now, both of these dishes were delicious, but I can't wait to see who our judges really preferred. Stay tuned to find out. Well, the judges have tasted pumpkin whoopie pies from the Butcher Shoppe and from Sunnyway. And the judges have selected Sunnyway as the winner of tonight's challenge. Congratulations! Yay! This is Cindy and this is Mike. Congratulations again. But as always, you be the judge. Come on out to the Butcher Shoppe or the Sunnyway, or both, all this week to experience what our judges have already tasted. Simply show up, ask for the Food Fight Special, and taste for yourselves. Then go to my Facebook page at facebook.com/FCVBen to share your thoughts, or simply to leave us a video reply on YouTube. We'll see you for the next food fight on 11:30, where the challenge will be the holiday rematch between EJ's Grill and the Orchards. Be sure to catch the results and full episode on my Facebook page on Friday, November 30th, or on WJAL TV 68 on Sunday, December 2nd at 8 p.m. Also, be sure to check out the Mason-Dixon Roller Vixens' next home bout. It's on October 28th, 7 p.m. at Turner's Skate Palace in Hagerstown, Maryland. So, thank you, Mason-Dixon Roller Vixens. Thank you, Butcher Shoppe and Sunnyway. And thank you, foodies Jeff Lambert and Scott Hershberger. And thank you, Franklin County Visitors Bureau. And last but not least, thank you, ProArts Advertising and Production.